Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am not here with Geeky Sparkles. She's out and about today, but we're going to talk about how Disney is suing YouTube. Do they think that's smart? Disney is going to sue Google. Is there anybody who's not suing Google these days? A lot of companies trying to sue Google, but this is over a guy who left Disney for YouTube. And it's getting pretty wild. And we're going to talk about this because Disney and YouTube are technically competitors, right? Like, I never thought we would kind of be here. But, I mean, I guess all the warning signs were there. They've been building this for a while. Disney Plus is basically a competitor to YouTube now. And they don't want this guy jumping over to YouTube and giving them any inside information on Disney Plus or, you know, helping YouTube out Disney, which could happen. And again, we're dealing with, live TV now. And that's a big part of Disney's bread and butter is Hulu with live TV. And YouTube also offers that. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this one plays out. We're going to talk about, before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. Guys, no woohoos. No. Okay, a little woohoo. There you go. There's your woohoo. So Disney versus YouTube, the fight for talent heads back to court. We're going to look at the LA Times. We're going to look at Variety. I am going to show you a little bit of the backstory here, just to give you an idea of where Disney and YouTube are. Now, according to courts, this changes. They're saying YouTube, now this is on TV. YouTube is the most watched streaming service. And they're considering YouTube a streaming service now, which is weird because it's either a social media site or a streaming service, depending on who you ask, but it's the most watched thing on TV. Disney would be number 2, and that would include Hulu. Hulu is a big part of that for them. And then after that, we have Fox, right? And they're starting another streaming service too, I guess. And then we have Netflix. So, and Netflix is huge too. So this is not a good thing for Disney to have one of their guys jump ship for YouTube. I also want to bring this up too. This is some inside baseball. This is some backstory. Disney effectively tried to buy YouTube 10 years ago, 11 years ago, and they couldn't afford YouTube. So what they did is they bought Maker Studios. Maker Studios was the biggest MCN network at the time. All the big YouTubers were with Maker Studios, and a lot of other people that weren't that big, but they were making a lot of money and get brand deals and stuff through Maker. PewDiePie was part of it. Markiplier was part of it. And what Disney thought they would do is, well, if we can't buy YouTube, we'll buy the most influential YouTubers by proxy by buying Maker, but they didn't know what they're buying. They basically, and this kind of kicked off one of the apocalypse scenarios with PewDiePie, was they effectively bought the network that had PewDiePie in it, did not realize PewDiePie was making Nazi jokes or whatever he was doing, right? They did not realize that a lot of this content was edgy. They did not realize that these people were not like Disney stars. They weren't like doing anything that Disney could turn into IP. They're trying to like do Disney Plus shows or not Disney Channel shows back then. And it was very weird. It was very weird. It was kind of like Fortnite where they didn't understand it. They just knew they had to be part of it. And they spent $675 million on Maker Studios. The guys who had that, which I think Carl Shea was, Shaytar's guy, right? I think he was one of them. And there were some other people involved with it. And they cashed out, right? They basically cashed out early YouTube. And Disney burned it to the ground within 3 years. I think it only took them 3 years to figure out they didn't know what the hell they were doing. And it all ended. We were actually part of Maker Studios back then with a different channel. So we've been doing YouTube a lot longer than Clownfish TV, actually. But we had a channel in Maker, and we watched it go down in real time, and it was a disaster. Like, nobody knew what the hell was going on. They had a message board. Remember those? Instead of Discords, and like there's no communication whatsoever, and people just kept getting gone. And it was weird. It was very weird. Disney did not know what they were doing. So fast forward, 11 years, and we've got them YouTube now poaching Disney people. So let's go to Variety here. Justin Conley, after exiting Disney, joins YouTube as the global head of media and sports. So this is also about ESPN. Disney files breach of contract lawsuit against YouTube over the executive's hire. So yeah, he was at ESPN, Disney and ESPN. Justin Connolly has departed for the Magic Kingdom to join YouTube in a newly created role as the global head of media and sports. Variety has confirmed. Now, I know that Netflix even and YouTube, they're going to like stream sports. They're trying to stream sports. Yeah. So they're going to compete with Disney. Conley, as most recently, was president of Disney Platform Distribution, overseeing all third-party media sales efforts for distribution strategy, affiliate marketing, and affiliate-related business operations, spanning all of Disney's direct-to-consumer services, including Disney Plus and linear media networks. He also led Disney's content sales agreements for general entertainment studios and sports. In response, Disney sued YouTube in California state court over Connolly's hiring, alleging breach of contract, interference in a contractual relationship, and unfair competition. According to the Disney lawsuit filed Thursday, Connolly had signed a 3-year contract in November 2024, which his move to YouTube allegedly violates. Disney is seeking an injunction to block Connolly's hiring. YouTube declined to comment on the Disney suit. Bloomberg first reported YouTube's hiring of Connolly and the Disney lawsuit. All right, so this is the LA Times. They said YouTube is a growing threat to studios, and it's headed to the courts. The Google-owned platform recently poached Justin Connolly, president of the platform, distribution from Walt Disney, on Wednesday. They sued him for breach of contract, alleging he violated an employment agreement that did not expire until March 2027 at the earliest. That is like a non-compete NDA. And how didn't we just have a bunch of laws that they're not enforceable? A lot of stuff's not enforceable now. On Wednesday, Disney sued YouTube and Connolly for breach of contract, alleging that Connolly violated an employment agreement that did not expire until March 2027. Okay. Connolly oversaw Disney's distribution strategy and third-party media sales for its streaming services like Disney Plus and its television networks. He was also responsible for film and TV programming distribution through broadcasting and digital platforms. Let's see here. As part of his role, Connolly led Disney's negotiations for a licensing deal renewal with YouTube. As part of his role, Connolly led Disney's negotiations for a licensing deal renewal with YouTube, Disney said in a lawsuit. It would be extremely prejudicial to Disney for Connolly to breach the contract, which he negotiated just a few months ago, and switch teams when Disney is working on a new licensing deal with the company that's trying to poach him. As if Disney has never done this themselves, right? I'm sorry, but Disney has done this before. So it's, I guess, turnabout's fair play. I think they're just freaking out because they're like, yeah, if this guy goes over there, he knows everything we're doing. He knows all about sports. And that's one thing that they're trying to get heavy into now, but both of it, YouTube and Netflix. And they're trying to kick off the new ESPN because that's Bob Iger's thing. Disney's seeking an injunction. Yeah. YouTube did not respond to requests for comment. They have more money than God. Do you really think, I mean, this is a thing, like Disney is a very wealthy company. Well, depends. The last couple of years haven't been great, but like Google is the internet, right? Google's like 85% of the internet. Yeah, it's not going to go well. But it's very ballsy of them to try. YouTube accounted for 12% of U.S. TV viewing in March, more than other streaming services like Netflix, according to Nielsen. Wow. YouTube's revenue last year was estimated to be $54.2 billion, making it the second largest media company behind Disney, according to research firm MoffettNathanson. Yeah, YouTube is a huge threat. It's so weird. Everybody's kind of looking at Netflix, and here comes YouTube. Like, yeah, we're just going to... Now, it's kind of a problem for individual content creators because I think we're going to get drowned out. And I'm already seeing... I'm going to tell you, I'm seeing some algorithm changes over the last couple months that seem to favor more corporate content, and it's kind of drowning out independent commentators and, you know, gameplay and all stuff's being affected, right? It's not like it used to be. There used to be a lot more you in YouTube, and now it's like it's basically a TV network, a streaming service that, yeah, users can upload their own stuff to it, but mostly we're going to push this other stuff. That's what it feels like now. Unlike many other streaming platforms, YouTube has a mix of content made by users as well as professional studios, giving it a diverse and large video library. Again, I believe very strongly they are pushing the professional content over the user-generated content because those studios are also paying for advertising. And they also know that this stuff is, brand safe. They're playing ball. They don't have to, you know what I'm saying? More than 20 billion videos have been uploaded to the platform. The company recently said there are over 20 million videos uploaded daily on average. Thank you for spending your time watching us, by the way. Streaming services such as Netflix have brought some YouTube content to their platforms, including episodes of a preschool program, Ms. Rachel. Netflix co-chief executive Greg Peters named YouTube as one of its strong competitors. That's Netflix. So yeah, they're afraid. They're afraid. That's basically what this boils down to. They're afraid that he is going to take all the company's secrets over to YouTube. But the thing is that like Disney ripped off of YouTube anyway. So it's, you know what I'm saying? It's very, very weird. I mean, the most watched children's show now, well, it might be Bluey now, but was Cocomelon, and that was a YouTube thing. And the guys who brought Cocomelon to the mainstream actually used to work for Disney. So they're all like, wherever the money is, all these guys, shark infested waters. And eventually Disney's going to have to deal or contend with the fact that YouTube is a direct competitor to their business model. Like it was fine when YouTube was just a bunch of like homemade videos and crap, and it wasn't really competing with them, because a lot of people were watching YouTube on their computer, watching on their phones and mobile devices. They weren't really watching on TV that much, or at least a lot of people weren't watching on TV. And I'm actually always surprised when I find out most people watch us on TV, because I don't watch YouTube. Very seldom watch YouTube on TV. I usually watch on my phone or something. But yeah, the lines are blurred. How long until YouTube opens up a theme park or something? That'd be very interesting, right? So anyway, I'm going to wrap it up. Thanks for listening, guys. Please subscribe so you can find us, because again, I've noticed those algorithm changes. They're not good, not for small creators like us. I'm just saying, make sure you're subscribed, ring the bell for notifications, check the Clownfish TV YouTube page, sign up for a newsletter, news.clownfishtv.com. Make sure you keep track of us, because I think that as things get more crowded, more and more of us are going to be pushed out. Just a feeling I have. I'm usually right about these things. So #Clownfish was right. We'll talk later.